Okay, this is the Advanced Maths 2011-12 Foundation Degree Exam practice questions. The first one for the definite integrals. So we've got to evaluate the definite integral, sketch the curve and point out any limitations if we're using this function to model an engineering situation. So first step, evaluate the definite integral. So what I do is do the integral. In this case, it's quite a straightforward integral. I'll bring the 3 outside, so this becomes 3 over 3 e to the 3t, using the standard integral between the limits 0 and 1. 3 divided by 3 becomes 1, so this becomes just e to the 3t between 0 and 1. So all I do now is put in the limits. So first of all, putting in the top limit, e to the 3, and then putting in the bottom limit and subtracting, e to the 0. And if you calculate that, you should find this comes to be the answer that's given in the text. Don't forget, of course, anything to the power of 0 is 1, so the second term just becomes 1 anyway. So that gives us our solution of 0.2703. Now we can sketch the curve. Well, if we look at the function, the original function here, y equals 3e to the 3t, this is an exponential rise because this is a positive power, so that gives us the positive power. And also the 3 tells me it's going to go through, cut the y-axis at 3, because when x equals 0, or in this case t equals 0, it cuts at 3. So if I wanted to sketch this curve, I would show an exponential rise, which looks like this, and this point here would be 3. And we've found the integral of the curve between 0 and 3, 0 and 1, sorry. So if this was 0 and 1, then we found the area underneath the curve between here. And looking at this curve, there's no real limitations to this use. The curve is not shooting off to infinity anywhere. So we could use this function quite happily to model an engineering scenario without having to express any limitations. Looking at an autograph, just to put it on there to check that it's correct, we get this. So we could actually get some values and we could find out literally what that area is underneath between 0 and 1 to check our values.